Good morning. So, you're here to play. I'm going to talk about grief. How do they connect? So you're wondering. Because grief is not about sadness. And I'm going to tell a joke that's not really funny, but it's real, is that the only thing in life that you can guarantee is that you're going to die. And if we don't get better about teaching our children how to talk about it, we're going to remain a grief-phobic society. And I've been with New York Life for almost 25 years, and I've worked on this initiative since 2008. And I'm so honored to be here with all of you to share our passion, our purpose about supporting children in grief and meeting people where they're logically at. So New York Life in 2008 decided supporting young people through their grief was so aligned in who we are. Because one, we didn't know the prevalence, but we do now. 1 in 12 children will lose a parent or a sibling by death before 18. In New Mexico, in the state that we're here celebrating together, 1 in 7. It's a stark reality. But it's not about the death. It's about how we celebrate and how we teach our children how to talk about it, how we support them. Because less than 10% of those children need higher level of support. So we're happy to partner with the Association for Children's Museums and all of you to bring resiliency to communities, meeting children in their natural environment. And I changed what I'm going to say because I met amazing people yesterday that work in children's museums, that work in schools. And they said, one story in particular is like, a child just wants to talk about their person. Why aren't we teaching them how to do that? So New York Life has taken a really strategic look at this and partnering with, one, yes, bereavement experts, but two, with organizations like you to really provide access, resources, and support for all bereaved children. So a couple of things that we're excited about. One, if you are an educator or you work with education institutions, that's where we started. We found that educators wanted to do more to support bereaved children and their families, but didn't have the resources. So what we did was bring together a coalition of associations like the American Federation of Teachers, the National Education Association, school principals, superintendents, nurses, psychologists, social workers, to form the coalition to support grieving students. But just creating a resource is not enough. We had to meet them where they were. So we actually mobilized our workforce to be grief ambassadors. So we started the Grief Sensitive Schools Initiative. And we went into schools to provide information, resources, and a grant to schools to strive. And if you want more information about that, you can definitely stop at our booth, our table in the back. So that was one. Two, where else are people? So we actually launched our Grief Supportive Workplace Initiative to support parents and ensure that they had the resources and best practices to support themselves and the children. Healthcare. And now we're here because the one thing that we know is that young children are the forgotten griever. And we know that because when I look at programs and I speak to individuals, they said, we don't have resources for that, or we haven't received training, and we want to bridge that gap. So we're partnering with the association to offer an opportunity that will be available starting in July, where you can be part of November, Day of Resilience, because November is Children's Grief Awareness Month. It's to bring awareness and resources to children and families. And that month was actually decided on specifically right before the holidays. As we're all celebrating the holidays, some of these children will not have their families to celebrate with, but they have their memories. And with all of your support, and hopefully you're all in, I see a lot of sad faces. It's not a sad topic. It's inspiring children to remember their person, to really reach out and talk about them and give them a safe space. And what better space than a children's museum? And that's why we're here. That's why I'm here. Because we want to make sure that no child grieves alone. And with your support, that will happen. So I really appreciate all the support, and thank you so much. Thank Arthur for inviting me and the New York Life Foundation to be part of this wonderful experience. And I love the theme, uplift communities. That's what we're about, to uplift all communities, the good times as well as the sad times. So thank you so much.